Well, that was annoying. OBS just crashed. So, part 2, baby. We just missed a big team fight there, which you can see here. Kitty basically just rolls in and gets rid of these two after Big L gets a modestly sized Ravage off. Getting those two is a pretty big deal at this point in the game. I think Assassin watching the Meepo do triangle, but at this point really doesn't have much more to say unless friends show up for this. Friends are interested though.
I'll take that.
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
You know.
Just get rid of the Meepo, who immediately regrets her decision.
My apologies.
I guess that issue was gonna affect the VOD. Hopefully it stopped recording naturally instead of making a corrupted file. That would be very annoying. And I believe that's what it's done before, so hopefully everything should be fine in this world, and I'm not gonna tear my hair out. You're back on in a minute.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rolling out.
Oh, if there's actually anybody in chat, I mean, I would be a little surprised. They're at like 25% packet loss. You know how it goes. Lots of bangs coming out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lots of pauses coming out. Okay.
Wait. 1 sec. Lag. Hold on.
Yeah, you got that right.
Decent bell for your timing.
It's true. This gives me a great opportunity to bring up the items menu and briefly turn the audio off so I can check the other recordings. So you're going to go deaf for a second, everybody.
Trying.
Which is pretty annoying. Not gonna lie to you, I don't really know why it's happening. I can't seek on the goddamn file right now. That's annoying. I'll just have to check it later and hope for the best, I guess. Looks like it's fine.
Mighty Midget, rest
Yep.
in peace. Mighty Midget, no rest in peace.
Oh my god. No, he's dead. Very nearly got away with it. Carp, rest in peace?
'Tis mine.
Yes. Goodbye, sir.
Wow, even his raindrops even popped on that.
What the herald was that?
His raindrops even popped on the last Maledict, but it was so much damage it actually didn't matter. TP more, says Carp. Anti-Mage is actually taking top net worth here, is actually past the Meepo.
Is under attack.
Hyper
Yeah,
is
he has a battle for you. So.
farming up Mage Slayer in the jungle. Which, I mean, isn't the worst thing in the world, I guess?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's the item of the patch, you know?
Yeah. One of them, anyway.
Big L.
The Viper is just gonna be food, though. Just pops on a wave right next to me, about no HP.
Really
Great.
See what kind of trouble we can get
running
ourselves
past Big L and going on his support right now. Kind of unfortunate. Just ignoring the big watermelon.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do, right?
Are scanning.
Actually, for some reason, did not believe he was gonna make it out of there alive. think Neeks might have baited himself by coming up here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He actually almost killed Kitty. It would have been super worth it
Yeah,
if he did.
yeah, for sure. But he needed friends, and nobody else was invested in that business. Especially,
Radiant structures
I mean,
are fortified.
it was a very easy kill. I don't think it's gonna feel that good for Kitty though, considering that the very easy kill on Neeks with no ult or anything still cost her most of her HP.
Radiant's middle tower
Which
dies
gives you
off.
the unfortunate idea of, okay, so if that happens again, but he has ult, I am going to die. Still a little bit of that paranoia. Viper Mage Slayer now complete.
Dire's top tower is under
Which I don't think is quite as good against Meepo, but what do I know? Those look like the, I mean, again, I'm cursing it by saying it, does look like the frame drops have ended for now, so this, at least ideally, should be, nice and smooth, like a butter. Kitty just farming up in,
under attack.
Dire's jungle. Logging out here. Okay, thought better of it. I was gonna say, trying to make an offensive effort here at the T2 Bob. She really does not have the ability to do that alone. Oh my god. Mighty Midget was an untargetable frog there for a second. I cannot get too distracted by this Dark Willow here. Oh, gets away with like no HP. Carp kind of greased himself a little bit. Well, it doesn't matter if Kitty's gonna die immediately.
Kill that man. He's dead. Alright. This
Yeah, the
fight's
Tiny
super
is
good.
super screwed. The Tiny super
massive.
lives! Okay. That's very surprising. I thought the Tiny was maledicted
Blink
out
by
there for
Matt.
sure.
Like that blink by Matt on the Witch Doctor actually saves that fight. Like I'm pretty sure Carp dies if he doesn't do that.
Yeah. I thought he was dead anyway. It was just Matt was just gonna get a big sweep, but nope. They tear down the Radiant, they tear down the building. They get Kitty on the back line. She's going deep there.
Cause so they have anti-mage problems that I'm not entirely sure they're equipped to solve at the moment.
Meepo's
'Cause
going
the
for
Shrouds-
the Axe
Okay.
here. So
Aggro.
Meepo's not gonna have Dig. He's gonna have leading tower and Meepo, and okay, that happened off screen for me.
Radiant
Well, I was about to say,
structures-
the Shroud's not going to be in a position to outcontest anti-mage, which this became even more true.
Yeah, it's gonna be down to the Meepo. Like I said, like if anti-mage and Drow are equal, I think the longer the game goes, the more that favors anti-mage. And unfortunately for Drow, it's actually an even worse situation for that because they're not equal. Turtles,
Radiant's bottom tower
looking
is
for a
under
Kitty
attack.
here, is a little wary about the fact that her whole team is sitting in triangle. Amazingly, no vision here at all. You can see all this nonsense happening.
Radiant's top
Looks like
tower
Neek
is
still
under
wants to go
attack.
in. Finds Mighty Midget, but Midget gets right into the trees there. Kind of the worst possible time for him. Does unintentionally walk into vision there, gets sniped anyway. I thought Anti-Mage was kind of wasting his time on this Tidehunter, but then Lion showed up, so...
Are scanning.
Goodbye, Tidehunter.
Radiant's middle tower is
Kind of like a
under
disaster. Like Kitty's almost getting killed
attack.
top
Are scanning.
by Carp and Rajwani. Like mid people are dying. Things are just not going well anywhere on the map.
Yeah, this is only a 7k disparity as well. Like, things are not nearly as bad as they could be quite yet.
Radiant's middle tower is
Viper
under
going
attack.
for the Hurricane Harbor Pike here. I'm not sure I'm that down with that idea. Might save from Meepo once in a while, but it's a little rough. They do definitely want to get another good, credible kill on this Meepo, and they might. They might, maybe. Oh, they're looking for Anti-Mage. Oh, Nix needs to turn around. Oh, he netted himself. One of the Meepos is super dead looking. Yep. Just gets dropped. They're putting a lot of hurting on the Neeks here right now. I don't know if that's quite who needs it, but they get a good kill here anyway. Carp's showing up. Hollywood makes a call to get back, which is not a bad call. These guys have nothing more to gain here. Carp is not happy with this idea, though. He's actually trying to stay in, which I think is a big mistake here. They're a little scared to capitalize fully on it.
It's a classic card play, honestly. What can you do? Okay.
Yeah, this is getting worse and worse. Big Ravage. Anti-Mage trapped. Okay, they just dropped Death Ward on literally nothing.
Yeah, what can you do?
But it doesn't matter, they're going to take out Tiny for free. Big mistake on Tiny's part, just needed to get out. Like, Hollywood was completely right saying get back, and Carp is now going to draw all over the map. Hollywood was completely right in saying get back. There's just nothing for this team to do there. Except have that happen to them. And lose quite a bit of their momentum.
I'm gonna lose as much as they could have if Matt died, but he's quick blinks.
Yep.
He's reading
actually...
reading the entire map during every fight. It's crazy.
It is.
DoorDash, by the way.
It is still kind of, he is still kind of in danger here. He's not out of the woods yet. God's sake, Kyrix's headset broke. Anti-Mage queuing up an Abyssal Blade, which is going to be very good against the Drow, but I think maybe at this point, they need to switch the realpolitik. They need to switch the focus as a team a little bit more. Because Drow, at this point, is like nothing. She is sitting on no gold. She is still popping in a heartbeat when Neeks gives her any kind of attention, right? I don't think they need to necessarily be building all around her right now. They need to be building around Meepo. They need to be building around making sure this Meepo never has a game. Because Drow is never going to have a game at this point. The best possible outcome for Drow is that she still is kind of not favored. I mean, worst comes to worst, if nothing else, Tiny can always just still throw her into the team, right? Like, even if she is super baller, that BKB is 6 seconds long and he can still throw her into the team. If nothing else, he's got that. They are not going to have... Like, if Meepo just starts balling, he already has Leaning Tower Meepo. Meepo just starts balling. That could get really bad for them really fast. Dagging up on Neeks, looking for Dagon 2. G, says Kyrix. If only we lived in the reality where we were lucky enough for that to actually mean G, though. Drow going for a very early Ags here. Kyrix says, G? And there we go. But Kyrix sadly said G... twice.
DoorDash again, sorry. I got my second meal coming.
Hey, okay. Pictures taken moments before disaster for Drow, by the way. Oh my god, she lived! Okay, never mind. She's not gonna live in.
Okay.
Nope, never mind, she lived.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's like teeth pulling for Nyx. Oh,
Anti-Mage gets a
God,
double
okay.
on the mana break. The lion's gonna go down in kind.
Yeah, well.
Drow TP's
Save
out.
your draw, I guess.
Yep.
It's something, I suppose.
Saved your Drow and took one on the backswing, which for a team that feels like they're this far down is not bad. Especially considering, I don't believe they used the yeah, they couldn't have. Did not use the Ravage for that, so. Anti-Mage is going to show Neeks Assassin how it's done. Never mind, Drow is going to see him on vision and then get the fuck back. Actually guts him up, yeah, guts him up the wall. Meepo farming GG jungle during this time. It's not often you see Meepo down 4k from Anti-Mage at 20 minutes, but here we are. Tidehunter laughs in team chat and also in stereo. Dire is taking a look at the Roche pit here. It's quite likely they just take this. Radiant scam where Meepo is. Think Meepo's about to get sauced. Not quite what's happening. Well, they are paranoid enough, they're bringing guys here to the jungle. That was a very definitive go attempt by Meepo.
Dire's courier has been
Goodbye to Toidles' courier. Hello to Aegis, which immediately gets picked up by Matt. Neeks, if he goes uphill here, well, if he goes uphill here, the Willow will walk away. Oh, Neeks, or not Neeks, Willow, Yules herself, and they get pointed at. And Hollywood said solo kill. Matt is awake and angry with this Aegis. But pulling into a defensive position. Nobody's taken the either Wisdom rune, which in fairness spawned 1 second ago, but Neeks is going to take Radiant Wisdom. Al even blinked up here to try and take it, and all he got for it was
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
was not happening. Randy, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Yeah, you can say that.
So that's
Tidehunter actually just lost all of his mana so fast. He hit Soul Ring and then lost it again anyway. Kind of having a hard time actually killing him without the Viper, though.
Interesting toss by Carp.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm not gonna say it matters though, because Intervention solo them.
Godlike Matt is godlike, if you can believe it. Chasing Drought at T4s when the T2s are still up. Meepo cutting this wave up here.
Dire's
No shard on the Viper.
radiant structures
Yeah, I guess Kitty has just resigned her team to not fighting this anti-range right now. Just let the draw farm, essentially. Which Draw's not doing, incidentally.
Radiant's top
Unfortunately.
tower has fallen.
T2 top. Or T2, yeah, top for Dire here. Take it out. Moving to mid next, at least moving to mid for Anti-Mage, who has now finished up his Abyssal Blade. Somebody immediately tells lads to get the hell back, which is correct.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He gets a free shard off Tormentor as Big L spits on himself. He's not even thinking about an axe right now, so sadly will not be. Oh,
Dire's
Matt
bottom
is
tower
not
is under attack.
willing to let this Meepo go anymore. That was the wrong thing to do. Luckily, it didn't count. All the Meepos are here. Leaning Tower Meepo comes up, and even the Leaning Tower Meepo is getting shattered. Goodbye.
Yeah, this anti-range is
Hey, are you even trying?
We are good.
oh my god.
BM and all chat.
Yeah, this anti-mage
Are you even
might
trying?
end this game.
There's a potential possibility. Meepo's a buyback, but Meepo does not want a buyback. Absolutely would not want to do that in a million years.
The problem is, like, if she buys back, they just back.
Yeah.
And make her waste her life. And if she buys back and dies, like, it's even worse. I don't know. It's a pretty terrible buyback. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, the worst part is really that losing even at this point. You take a spill, now you're gonna pay 1,000 more gold.
Under attack.
Very rough proposition. No shard on the Viper. Is getting Shiva's Guard relatively soon. It's actually pretty bad for Meepo.
Radiant's middle tower has
Guess that's
fallen.
why we haven't been seeing more of him this patch. Is Meepo Shiva's Guard matchup is very poor. Anti-Mage says, I'll go right past, buddy. It's feared anyway. Hollywood in deep here, actually with Tiny.
Not sure everyone should be going in.
yeah.
It should just be AM.
AM,
Matt's kind of getting
yeah.
creeped by the team right now.
Yeah, they're gonna trade 4 for nothing here, looks like. They take the
Alright,
supports,
well.
but at that point, this is like a super not worthwhile trade.
I'm sure Matt is very thrilled right now with that.
And, oh no, wait, no, never mind. 5 for nothing
Okay,
trade.
Matt is gonna be super thrilled now. Okay, so you blink uphill with Aegis, and your entire team follows you. It's kind of... Not sure about that one, tactically.
No, it's actually
but-
kind of worse than that, because he blinks uphill and has to immediately leave because he's getting owned, and his entire team then follows him. Nobody is even close to the drow.
That's what anti-mage does. He blinks uphill, he
Dire's middle tower
baits a bunch of spells, he blinks away. You don't go with him.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Carp, especially in that fight, positioned himself like he had the BKB, which he does not. He's only just now starting that. So he just kind of got chain stun there. Suddenly put this game, which was looking incredibly over, into a very dire question again. To the point where I would say maybe arguably Dire now on back foot. Dire now having the Meepo problems that they never had before. Who just kind of, I mean, popped out with Dig in the middle of that fight anyway. Revealed Shard in the middle of that, but
Scanning.
we're not going to have Meepo problems unless that happened. But I mean, look at that inventory now. Meepo nearly 6-slotted. I'm going to get Hex over the, presumably over the Slivers of Agility, and then something over Ag's Blessing, then that's it. Oh, and Disperser. Forgot about Disperser, but Meepo now dangerously close to 6-slotted.
I still have to see if they can win a fight when their opponent is not throwing, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, that was like a major loss. So much gold changed hands there that Radiant has a gold advantage now. I think there's really one way to win that fight, which is Tiny blinks onto the Drow and throws her into the team. And then Anti-Mage blinks in, basically. Because that was a big problem there. It doesn't matter how bad the Drow's doing and how bad her game is. When she has Ags and she just gets to plug your team for free for the whole team fight, they get nothing for it.
Let Matt bait stuff and chill, like, that's all you have to do.
There you go.
Like, the slow siege would still be happening now if like, Matt was allowed to
Oh.
blink uphill, bait stuff, probably not die.
Hollywood walks in a vision.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Just walks into a 5-minute smoke. Honestly, though, with this team lineup, I think, genuinely, especially considering we've already seen Kitty cut in the ways once, slow siege means you don't get anything, like, at all, and your Aegis probably expires. Which is still better than what happened, don't get me wrong. I think you would want to get a decisive victory there, though. I think a decisive victory was possible. Just not in the way it was, kind of turning out there. Neeks has finished up his Dagon 5 on the Neeks Assassin. Which is going to make him very scary for a lot of people for a long time. Well, it would, at least hypothetically, make him very scary, but at this point, the Big Al team is, like, nobody's alone anymore at all. Nobody is not surrounded at all times. Speaking of surrounded, Viper is surrounded here, just going to die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
This series would end with the team throwing uphill. Hey, Ice Frog, can you watch this replay and tell me why this is acceptable, please? Thank you.
Oh, Big Al going uphill himself. Gonna take out the support line
Oh, you thought you were winning?
Dire's structures are fortified.
in moments.
Radiant structures
Does drop the Ravage for them, but going to do what Radiant couldn't, or what Dire could not, and take the buildings.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
And I think that's a pretty decent demonstration of what I was talking about earlier and how disastrous that fight uphill was. And how bad the Meepo problems would suddenly become as a result. Radiant goes from not able to do anything at all to just casually taking out Arax without losing a thing.
Was that?
See what Gabe says. Gabe says E. Coli, 84% chance to win. So Gabe has kind of lost his faith in the Dire at this point. To be blunt, I don't know necessarily if I disagree with him. I feel like what that last sequence of events told me was that Meepo got enough money there that if they don't kill Meepo right now, which Meepo's team is not going to allow to happen, they are not going to stop putting 4 bodies between this Meepo and the world, but this Meepo does not die now. This game is quite likely to end. Hollywood just used Finger of Death on a Aeondiff target. A lot of lads quite forward here is going to use Hurricane Pike to get downhill though, and that's going to solve his almost about to die problem. Somebody was really mad.
Might even just go run up mid, guys. Run up mid.
Well, yeah, I mean they are up -1 person, so time to go down mid. You know what I'm saying? Viper once again gonna get got here. Yeah, really.
Anchor, it's so value.
Really
What a
just can't
skill.
do anything this game on the Viper at this point. Not without his whole team. Like, anytime Viper's just alone in this game, he's just gonna die. Anti-Mage is gonna try and rat tier 3 while this is happening, maybe?
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Gonna elicit some TPs here. Blinks out when he gets 2. Trying to keep these guys here at bot, but cannot imagine it's going to avail him. He has no TPs. Presumably bringing in some himself. Tiny bringing in Daedalus recipe himself. Anti-Mage. Uh-oh. Kind of a bad way here. Getting invaded by the Meepo and his team's not actually here yet. Yeah, Radiant is just moving to secure Roche. All Dire can really do is watch. They're bringing in the troops now, though. Somewhat slow Roche. It's really the only good news here.
Are scanning.
Dire have officially figured out what's going on. Found the Tidehunter with DD. Goodbye, Drow.
Dogwood! Blinks into the pit. Alright.
Yeah, he tried. Didn't work, but he tried. Leaning Tower and Meepo here, but it's between a lot of stuff here. Doesn't look like it particularly
this
matters,
doesn't
though.
work. Okay, just
Yep.
structure things.
Game looking over. Got the disperser on the Meepo as well. Shark also has a G1Pt2 site, which probably did not hurt things in that fight. Anti-Mage at least doing the right thing and cutting backlines here. Radiant take Dire Tormentor in a matter of seconds, and it goes to nobody because they all have Shard. Dire's Courier just went down with the rest of Anti-Mage's Aegis,
Middle tower is under
which
attack.
has got to be a little bit annoying.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Kitty understands what's going to happen if they don't just end this game.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Meepo diffuses Meepo Alpha. Meepo Prime.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, Meepo's getting pretty low. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to take it out. Anti-Mage shows up behind everybody. Yeah, there goes one of the Meepos. Oh no, they dug at the last second. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Unfortunate, guys.
G1Pt2 site on the
Meepo
ground.
Gaming. Meepo Gaming, what can you do?
Dire's top barracks.
Running uphill gaming, I guess.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. The Radiant
Radiant now have Megas.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Big Al proclaims the Dire is fish food.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Matt in the middle of 5 here is just going to go down very casually. And I believe that's dieback, yep. Oh no, that's not
And then I
dieback, it
wanna
just doesn't
carry
have
in
money.
the game. Unfortunate.
Dire's ancient
Yeah, that was just a great demonstration of how quick things can hypothetically go bad. One single play turns this game from a safe win for the Hollywood team into a massive disaster. Part of it is that they still had some cards against them. I mean, most notably, Tiny right now is so bad he's almost unpickable. And you kind of saw the effects of that in this game. I mean, there just came a point where Tiny stopped having literally any impact at all, basically. Oh, as we now look at a black screen for a very long time, this is not the usual intentional black screen between games. This is just a loading screen, baby. There we go. As we turn the screen black, and say for the folks on YouTube, we'll see you next time.